Hey guys, Zach Champ here.
Dave Flowers on the other side.
And I'm Cain Bilbrey, and welcome to the Midwest Drama Weenie Show. On today's episode, we will be covering some of the basic techniques for auditioning in the arena of film and television.
As you've seen from our past episodes, there are a lot of qualities that are used throughout any audition. So make sure you check out our other episodes to pick up some extra tips and tricks along the way.
As Zach said, some techniques can be used and some can't. We'll touch on each of those techniques and add a few more in that can help your audition along the way.
Before we hit our mark, we want to thank Slim Fisher Studios for sponsoring today's episode and allowing us to use this wonderful studio of theirs.
When it comes to film and TV, there are a couple different ways that this process takes place. Today we're going to cover a broad version that can be applied to the content today. Remember, each casting company, local or big time, has their own specific process. Make sure that you are ready to roll with those punches.
We're going to cover 3 basic areas over the next 3 episodes: the process, the video submission, and the in-person audition.
But before we discuss the process, let's review some of the tips from previous episodes. Research your character to the best of your ability, especially for a principal role, a guest star role, or a supporting role. And research the director to the best of your ability as well. Find out if this director likes to pre-cast, as some we know, or if there's a casting couch, as some we might like to know.
When researching your character, take note if the character is based off a real person or fictional. If it is a new character and it's never been played before, be sure to read the character breakdown. Now, character breakdown dives into the physiology of the character. Is the character a male or female? Tall, big, short, or a big nose, big ears, dark hair? Dave? That's stuff you need to know. Now also, somewhere within the breakdown of that, you'll realize if the character is a son, a daughter, or if this character is maybe 60 years old, has a son, and is a grandfather. You need to know this character before you go into any audition process.
So, without further ado, I think it's time that we get to the submission part of the show, of this episode. So everybody hang on, we're going to talk about submissions. Acting! Now, the first step of the process is the submission process. Now, there are typically 1 or 2 ways that this happens. If you have representation, they usually contact you and either let you know that they have submitted you for a role, or they let you know that there's a role that they would like to submit you for. The submission is usually a digital submission of your headshot and your resume.
The second way that this can take place is by self-submission. There are a plethora of casting websites out there. Some are free and some have a fee. For our show today, we are going to use Actors Access as an example. Let's say that you get a hit on your profile for a match. You pull up the breakdown and after looking at it, think that it's a good fit for you. There's usually a submit button somewhere on the page. Sometimes this is an additional cost per submission, or with paid memberships, you might have a certain number of submissions that you have at your disposal. Usually your headshot and resume are on your profile, and when you click the submit, that information goes straight to the casting office.
Sometimes, after the initial submission, a casting director may ask to see your demo reel. So if you have one, make sure it's readily available. Typically, especially in the independent realm, the next step will be a video submission. Now you'll be sent, usually by email, the submission requirements. This includes the sides, submission details, and labeling specifications. Make sure you read this information in its entirety, because sometimes there may be specific ways to submit, or maybe even details added just to see if you're reading the directions. Hey, that pretty much wraps it up for today's episode, guys. Remember, it's very important to read that character breakdown to its entirety. It's only going to help you guys.
Absolutely. And don't forget to use the power of free. You've got actorsaccess.com, which is a great resource. It allows you to put up a couple of photos, you can put your resume up there, you can start putting in all the information details of things that you can do, like ride a bicycle, ride a horse, the languages you speak. And all of those will start to filter down, so to speak, and you'll start seeing where your typecast is. You'll start getting these matches, so absolutely use your power of free while you have it. And Zach, we totally flippin' forgot. Okay. How did Gabby do at the archery tournament? West Shore?
West Shore Middle School, they did great. They qualified for nationals, so they got an invitation to the national competition down in Louisville, Kentucky.
Awesome. So congratulations.
Yeah.
You should tell your daughter we said congratulations.
I will, and all the West Shores out there.
That was awesome. And I shoot some bow myself, so I might have to come over sometime and we can practice, and she'll probably do better than I can.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Don't forget also, absolutely, click the like button on our Facebook page. I know we have some subscribers that are on our Facebook page and vice versa. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, go to our Facebook page, Midwest Drama Weenies, click the like button, click the follow button. We've got some good articles we put up every week. We've got links to certain things that you can go and actually we just had a link for a casting call, is that correct, in Indianapolis. So we're throwing stuff out there to the people, and if you're just on our Facebook end, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, click the subscribe button. And what else are they gonna do? They gotta do something.
They gotta ring that
You gotta
bell.
ring the bell. That's what
Not
it is.
ice
So-
cream, it's the Midwest Drama Weenies,
That's
baby.
right, that's right. And be sure to invite your friends. Also on the Facebook page, we're going to be having challenges coming up where you can win prizes, so be sure to follow us on there. Check out our Snapchat, Midwest Drama Weenies. A lot of it's just Cain on the toilet, doing crossword puzzles, but worth it. So make sure you follow us on Snapchat, all right? And I think without further ado, next episode we're going to be covering the submission on the video end, the video submission for the actual audition, okay? So go over the stuff we've talked about, go over our past episodes, get all up to date, and join us on our next episode when we talk about the video submission. Anything else from you guys?
We just got one more thing, guys. Let's wrap her up.
Let's wrap it up.
Acting!